Honestly, weightlifting, since I found it, it's kind of like I don't want to say my drug. I just like that I have found something that I progressively have gotten better at. But I think with your family backing you and then a coach basically telling you, you know what, you can do more. You can be better. I'm going to make you better. So I think that kind of keeps me going, and just that challenge of like trying to be better. Because I feel like with weightlifting, there's always something to be better at. You can't be perfect at weightlifting. It's impossible. All right, my name is Jenny Klaus. I am a 49-year-old mom. I'm also a wife. At one point, I was a Uber driver, a nurse. And now I am a Masters World Champion weightlifter in my weight class and age division. I've been lifting since 2015 competitively. For the first couple of years, I didn't win anything, and it wasn't until I believe the end of 2016, I think I won my first Masters National Championship.
All right, so this sits on for approximately 17 minutes.
And I've kind of built off that. Over the past decade, I've been a national champion 9 times. I've won Pan Americans 3 times. I've broken the Masters snatch, clean and jerk, and total this year, actually.
There is.
So those are my records I've gotten. I've gotten some as a 59 and then some as a 64. This was when I ran Boston, and I actually ran the year of the bomb. So the bomb went off 10 minutes after I crossed the finish line. So I was probably one of the few people that got my medal. These are just all my medals from since I started weightlifting, actually. I don't think I have any of my running medals on here. No, they're all weightlifting.
When you start going to, okay, medals aren't enough. Now I need the best lifter awards. Like, okay, medal good, best lifter award, and she's already filled up 2 shelves.
In Masters weightlifting, there's 30 to 35, 40 to 45, and then there's like 10 weight classes. So out of all of the 45-year-olds, I got the best lifter out of all the women. So this is what I'm hoping to get next year. This is the Grand Slam, Masters Grand Slam. So that's when you have to run all 4 meets in one year. Yeah, calendar year. I basically did pom in high school. So I did ASU dance line for 2 years. And then I actually tried out for the Cardinals and made all 6 cuts and got cut on my 7th cut. So I decided, I guess I was done with cheer at that point. I had met my husband, and kind of the rest is history. I finished up my 4-year degree, and I didn't do anything athletic after that. And from 21 to 30 years old, I was just a mom. Nothing. I've been doing this for how many years? A lot. So meal prep includes morning routine stuff.
This is how guys meal prep and take their vitamins. Okay? Who would you rather be? No, go ahead. Go eat those pills. That's cool. But you can't have what I made.
Nate doesn't want me to meet Carlos ever.
Okay, that's enough.
Say we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. I think it was 2007. I told myself once I hit 30, I was going to be active again. Oatmeal and bananas, because I can't eat, for some reason I can't eat oatmeal super hot, so I just always take it with me, eat it during training. I remember just trying to run to a stop sign. Like, it would be probably like 300 or 400 yards away, and I would be dying. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? We began to just kind of run for fun, and then I thought, oh, let's run a half marathon.
being crazy as I am, I basically started running half marathons. And then I had a friend introduce me to CrossFit. And then I started running and doing CrossFit. I was really bad at CrossFit because I was really weak. After I ran my last marathon, I was recommended Joe's class at MCC and fell in love with weightlifting. So the next Masters meet is, I'm actually doing the American Open Finals this year because it's in Tucson. Typically I would do a Masters meet in December, but it's the same exact weekend. And so since our team is going to Tucson, I decided to go with the team instead because the Masters meets in Pennsylvania. I still feel like I have goals I haven't fulfilled completely. Next year, actually, there's a whole set of records that I want to set because now that I'm aging up again. My national records I did last year, they actually didn't count toward my world records because I wasn't at a world's meet. So next year, my plan is to go to all 4, so my records will be good for all the different events. At the end of the class, Coach Joe pulled me aside and was like, hey, would you ever want to come to my gym and join and just do weightlifting? And I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. I vividly remember this. I was scared to death. There was all these really good weightlifters at the time. And I remember feeling super intimidated, thinking, oh my gosh, why'd he ask me to come here? I remember vividly for the first probably 3 to 6 months, I wasn't working with much weight at all. It was completely just technique, technique, technique.
You know, Jenny is a workhorse. You know, she is super dedicated to her training, her eating for her training, her recovery for training. You know, that was the main thing that impressed me from the get-go.
It took time. I was really weak. I had never lifted weights in my life. I had never squatted, never done any of that stuff until I started CrossFitting and then obviously weightlifting.
Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night.
So we're talking like Joe got me from the bottom, like I was doing a stick.
She used to run marathons, you know, so she came from a pure cardiovascular and endurance background to trying a completely different sport of, you know, speed, strength, technique, and power in Olympic weightlifting. And she adapted to that, you know, so that, again, when she first started, it was very humble beginnings. At first we didn't know what we had with her, and then little by little, and the next thing you know, she qualified for the Masters National Meet, and then she took 3rd. And then we're like, I don't know what her ceiling is. And then again, more work, more dedication, and she surpassed those numbers, and the next thing you know, she won a national title, and then that led to multiple national titles. And there's a lot of cases where locally she competes with girls half her age, and she beats them.
The biggest thing I think is believing in yourself, which I didn't for a long time. I would literally look online before a competition and just be like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna beat those girls. They do so much more weight than me. There's no way. I think you have to be patient. As long as you like basically just kind of bear down and grind, there's gonna be days where days suck. Some days you're gonna feel great.
You know, so she went from like obscurity, not really knowing anything about the sport, to becoming the elite of the elite and having a Hall of Fame career in the sport of Masters Olympic weightlifting. And she's kind of matured and grown in the sport, and under my tutelage, and I'm very proud and happy to have her, both as an athlete, as a coach, and also as a friend. Jenny, I've always admired you, your hard work and your dedication. We've had a lot of success I don't see you hanging it up anytime soon. I don't want you to hang it up anytime soon. And I just value every time you're with me and everybody else in the gym.
For me, I have to have a goal in order to keep coming to something, and there's goals that I haven't met. And I think that's what keeps me coming back to the gym, and just personally, that's my drive.